Hello everyone, Amradorn here, and welcome back to the Ramble SMP. I hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing well. I'm stepping off of Broadway here and onto 5th Avenue to take a good look at the Spalding building. I've gotten the structure of it completed and the shop set up. They still need to be stocked up better, but it's a good start. I've deviated from the real-life building quite a bit, especially with the style of the upper floor windows and the brick arch at the top. But I think this really works well. It still has the basics of the original building, but I've added my own little touch to it. Overall, I really like the way it's turned out. There is still quite a bit of work here that needs to be done. I want to put the awnings on the front of the building, and I need to fill in these 3 rectangular spaces above the shops with the signs that are relevant to the shops below them. The location of the Spalding building here on 5th Avenue has also created an opportunity here on the side of the building that faces Broadway for a sign of some sort. I think what I would like to do is rent this space out to another Rambler on the server so that they can advertise one of their own shops, even if it competes with one of mine. I think that would be a great way to make a few diamonds and have a little bit of fun with the other folks on the server. But this build has also done something for me. It has made me realize that these streets, especially these 3 wide ones here, that were supposed to be kind of the smaller streets, the smaller side streets, they're just not going to be big enough. I think that the side streets need to be at least 5 wide. With the Broadway over here possibly going to 7 wide. I mean, this seems okay because I haven't done a whole lot in the way of like fronts. But yeah, this is just. Plus, I really kind of like took away sidewalk here. This should really be 2, which means this whole street's got to move. So I'm kind of glad that, you know, while I kind of had plotted out this building over here, I haven't actually built it yet because it's going to have to move significantly. But pretty much everything's going to have to change scale-wise, because this building just... It fits. It fits here perfect. I like, I really like how this has come out. I took inspiration from a real life building here in town, and I think it works. I did make some adjustments to it, especially with the windows up there and kind of how the front works. Yeah, this street here, this would be more like an alleyway. It just doesn't fit at all as a street. You know, if I wanted to put a vehicle here, there's no way I could put more than 1. So, yeah, it's just not gonna work as a 3 wide. They need to be at least 5. And the main thoroughfare there, Broadway, is definitely got to be at least 7. It's just, this feels comfortable at 5 as a side street. Now, of course I don't have anything on the waterfront here, and this feels okay. Although that might change if I am not careful with how I do my sidewalks and stuff. I definitely need to be a little bit more mindful when I'm building that and not fill these up. So I'm going to do a bunch of road work, which is okay, but it's not what I wanted to do next. But I think if I do it right, it'll work out. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. Is I'm going to finish off this building here, and I'm going to do streets, and then we can plan out, start working on the next block. I do also, before I leave this block entirely, and now I've walked around it a few times, I know I have this space right here, which was intended to be 2 buildings. It's pretty narrow though, so I think I will go ahead and put a couple of buildings here. I think they're just going to be like apartments though. I don't think either that or offices. There really isn't anything that I can put in here. Or what I could do is, instead of putting a building here, I could turn this into like a little park type thing. Maybe put a greenhouse type building here. That might be kind of cool. It might also give me a place to like harvest kelp. I guess I should go inside here because I have done quite a bit of work inside up here. If we go in here, it is getting night anyway. I've done quite a bit in here. As you can see, we've got lots of storage. We've got our sugar cane coming in. We have our bamboo over here. But I've put a lot of stuff up here for storage for the shops that are below. I am going to be selling things like stone and andesite and gravel and stuff in the masonry shop or the brickworks downstairs. So I've brought all that stuff over here for storage. And of course we have these, the actual farms up here. I don't know how much prettier I'm going to be able to make this. Probably not very. There really isn't a whole lot of access to things around here. And it really doesn't need to be. It's really just meant to be a farm. So, it gets very noisy up there. Well, here we are. And I think things have come together quite nicely. Take a look. Yep. It's brick, fish, and pointed stick. Yeah, the Spalding building, I've gotten most of the front done. Actually, I think the front is done here. We have the brickworks over here at the end of the building, where we're selling brick and stone and everything that's kind of related to that sort of thing is going to be over here. We have the aquarium, which is our fish shop. Got a couple of fishermen in here. And I even now have an axolotl in the tank. I hope it doesn't eat the other fish. And then over here, I have the pointed stick. Yep, and that is our Fletcher shop. Got arrows and bows and stuff in here. And I've done quite a bit of work on the roads. I think that we've got them set up much better here. The road is 5 blocks wide here on the side streets, and Broadway is now 7. And I've moved it out 1 in this direction to kind of connect it a little bit better. And there may be things going on down there that we'll have to talk about later. But there we are. I think it's working out pretty good. Yep, we got the streets done for the main block here, and I've got the front of the Spalding building put together. I've kind of got the sides prepped, both of them, and I haven't done anything with this yet. I honestly haven't decided what I want to do with this. I just don't know. It's really not big enough for a shop on its own. These things are just too shallow. So I really think we're probably just going to end up putting some sort of little park here. Just, you know, kind of a side grass area. We'll have to get rid of this, this area where I was trying to create warped wood. Because it isn't going to fit with what I want to do here. It just isn't. So yeah, we'll have to put something there. I did cut down that giant jungle tree that was here because it was hanging over the intersection here. I got some saplings out of it, so we're good to plant another one once we plan out the park, you know, when we do Central Park. And this building here has kind of gotten replotted. Yeah. So we've got some ideas for it. And then, so I think it is actually going to be my next build. We're going to do the grocery store and the farms that'll be above it. So we'll have to do some work with that and see if we can't figure out how we want to do our storage and sorting system for that. We have some decent space over here. We might actually expand this off a little bit here, because I did kind of, you know, when I moved the street and the sidewalk, kind of changed things. So we'll have to get that done. But I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and do this little corner park over here. We'll get that done, and that will pretty much finish this block, other than the roof of the Port Authority building, which I might go ahead and try to get done as well here, because I'd like to get that finished. I'm not sure that I have enough copper, but I'd like to get that done. So, let me go ahead and finish those, and then we'll come back, and that should be about it for this episode. So I might have gone a tad overboard on a few things. I now have a lighthouse, and I have done quite a bit of work on the waterfront here. Dropped some rocks apparently. Yeah, so, yeah, I turned the iron farm into a lighthouse. It still works as an iron farm. We can go over here, and we can go inside this door here. And it still works. Okay. And apparently I've made some diamonds. Nice. There we go. 18 diamonds from the iron farm. Okay, and then over here on the other side, I have turned the space that was originally going to be for 2 buildings into a little park. I put a fence around it, I put in a few trees, and got a couple of benches. Yeah, and so now it's a little park. I think that'll work just fine. Gives it a little bit of greenery here in the city, especially since, like, right across the street is going to be the start of our industrial district. Hello, Mr. Llama. Yep. We're going to have to do something with you. I did go ahead and get a roof on the Port Authority building. That is done. So I've got a big iron block on top of block bar and beyond. There is an iron golem in the window. How much is that iron golem in the window? Okay, I sing terribly. We've had a couple of close calls with the villagers. All of these guys got turned into zombies. Fortunately, I was able to get them turned back. It's not easy. I think I'm going to end up having to put regular doors on these, just to be on the safe side. So, and I've pretty much finished off the Spalding building with a brick, a fish, and a pointed stick. Yep. So this city block is pretty much done. I still have some interior work on the Port Authority building to do. I don't know why I keep putting it off, but you know, it hasn't been a priority. There really hasn't been anything that I need up in those areas. But yeah, I would like to do something with it at some point. I've kind of had to put in some extra protection because this door keeps getting taken out by zombies. I would like to do something with the upper floors of this, but I just haven't figured out what that's going to be yet. This area is pretty noisy. But I've got plenty of stalls here for other villagers. They just haven't done anything with them. There's an iron golem up there. We've got our 2 villagers for breeding up here. But, these have pretty well been taking care of most of my needs. The only thing really that is going to be next is the villagers for the crop farms. So there'll be 2 villagers on each level. One who is the farmer and one who is the catcher to catch all the crops. Well, pretend to catch the crops or give the villager that is in the farm a reason to drop stuff out. And then the top one is going to be the wheat. So we'll do like carrots and potatoes and beetroots, and then the top farm will be wheat. But we got to get that going. We've got some space here. I have kind of planned out this a little bit more. We've got some extra space here to kind of expand the building, so we'll get that done. And then after that, I think we're going to work on... So I want to do the firehouse, which is mostly going to be a decorative build. I haven't really thought about what it could be used for. I could use some dripstone and farm water bottles with it. And then, let's see, what else could I do? I could put a dripstone farm in the firehouse. I haven't decided exactly where it's going to go. I'm thinking the firehouse might go right here. I think that would be a cool place for that. But I kind of want to finish this block next. So, grocery store, clothing store, which is going to be the wool farms, and then I'm not sure. Pumpkin and melon farms. Those have got to be in here somewhere. That will probably feed into the grocery store itself, really. So yeah, there's lots of stuff to do. The funny thing is, I'm gonna have to build essentially the store part first, because I need to know where all of the outputs from the farms are gonna go, and make sure that I have the item sorter set up for the farm in the grocery store. Because what I really want is, okay, so the store will be here on this floor, okay, and we'll have chests or barrels set up in here that will have filters that will lead from the farm at the top down in here, so I don't have to worry about stocking it all the time. It'll just be done for me. And and then we'll have a payment chest somewhere in here. So it's basically auto stocking the farm, and I think that'll work just great. I would like to have a villager or 2 down here that can be traded to with some of these crops for emeralds, so I can get golden carrots. So that will probably be something I work on fairly soon. I think I'm going to do a little bit more road work, and then we can start on the crop farm. But we're going to do that in another episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please hit the like button down below. And if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. And until next time, you guys have a good one. Goodbye.